So I'm having a chat with Mike of Profiler. How are you?
I'm very good, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks so much. So we've recently been playing a single of yours called Animo. Tell us a little bit about the single.
It's yeah, it's kind of a slightly different change of direction for us, I guess. It's not quite as heavy as previous tracks. Because we kind of wanted to show a bit of versatility, basically. Written on lockdown, about lockdown, and about how intense that time was, and how important it is to try and remain positive when everything is a bit crazy, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And that's coming off your debut record out on the 16th of February. What can people expect to hear when they get a chance to take a listen?
To the album. I think you've got a chance to hear a a wider sort of sound of Profiler from the lighter stuff like Animo to much more heavy tracks as well. Some of the heaviest stuff we've ever written, but a very versatile and hopefully authentic and punchy record.
Nice. Yeah, can't wait to hear it. Now, was the sound that you've created with this record the sound you wanted to create, or is it simply how it turned out in the studio?
Um, it's a bit of both, really. I think we'd never worked with Chris Coulter, the producer, before, but he did an amazing job of catering for our needs. We were working with a mate of ours before on the EP, and he's the guy we worked with for about 4 years before Chris. So Chris did an amazing job of getting the sound we want. We're really chuffed with the sound of the album. So yeah, we can't wait for people to hear it.
Good, good. And when it comes to the writing side of things, how do tracks normally start off for you?
They sort of start off. I pretty much write the majority of the ideas. So the main track ideas come from myself. I record them into Logic, and then I work with my bass player to go around the arrangement of drums and bass and layers and that sort of thing. And then obviously I do the vocals again on top myself. So it starts with me and then we collaborate together and then it finishes again with me and I sort of sign it off and then we go from there basically.
And does it is it the music that normally comes first, or lyrics first for you?
It's usually music. I usually put a some sort of beat on loop on Logic, and then I write riffs and construct a song. Sometimes it can take an hour, sometimes it takes a month. It depends on the track. So yeah, a different method to each song, really.
So, with the lyrics side of things, how easy do you find it to add the lyrics to the music you've already created?
Um, I find it pretty easy, I guess. Again, some songs take longer. There is quite a lot of like thought conceptually into this record. There's a lot of kind of culture film kind of lyrical inspiration from like Donnie Darko and like The Matrix and philosophers like Alan Watts and Terence McKenna and things like that. So there's it's quite a lot of like philosophy input into the lyrics. So maybe it's intelligently done. I don't know. We'll see how people react to it, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. People will want to see you playing these tracks live. We've got one show booked for January the 22nd in London, but people will want to see you after that as well. What's the plan for this year and doing some shows?
Yeah, so yeah, we got that show, and then we got a really big tour with with Vended from the 25th of April to the 2nd of June. So that's a big tour all across Europe. So if people in Europe want to come see us, we're playing, Germany, France, Belgium, UK, Spain, playing all over the place. So if you go on our Instagram and check out our tour, you can find the ticket link for that tour and come see us over that month. That's the best time to see us. After that, we haven't got any other shows booked, but I guarantee we'll have a lot of shows between now and across the summer at festivals and things like that. So we'll do a lot for sure.
Yeah, is the plan to do festivals this summer?
Yeah, that's the plan. It's just getting on them. I think like we've had difficulty considering we released an EP before COVID and now we're only just starting to release new music. So I think that once this album's out, we're more likely to get shows, basically. So fingers crossed we'll have a bunch of festivals this summer. That's the plan.
Yeah, fingers crossed, indeed. So you must have, I'm sure you wrote more music than what's made it onto this record. What happens to those now? Do you consider them for next time, or do you bin them off and start again?
There's probably a couple of ideas that we would use for the next stuff, but I think we're kind of starting fresh. I'm waiting till this album's out really to write new music, which might sound odd, but I kind of want this to be parked, and then I know it's all done, and then I've got like a open space to write again. So I'll start writing in February, and I'm going to challenge myself to um yeah, just push things a bit further because we got nothing to lose. I think we're kind of still defining our sounds, so still go heavier in some areas, lighter in some areas, and I'm excited to write again, but that will happen from February, I think.
Yeah, do you have an idea of what direction you want to take it in, whether it's going to get heavier or more melodic or
I think we were quite lucky because we haven't like boxed ourselves into like metalcore or maybe some people think it's kind of new metal, but it'll probably be a very very varied. Like I really like stuff like Invent Animate and Northlane. But then we also like bands like Deftones, so we'll try and sort of just I don't know. I think our sound like as people go on it will hopefully sound like us, not like other bands, but we'll sort of take bits from different genres and experiment really. So we'll see. Hope like a mixture, but I love heavy music. So probably heavy vibes.
nice, excellent. Mike, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
You too, man. Thank you very much, Jim. I appreciate your time.